You know, every time I do one of these videos and I do research for them, the PlayStation community always seems to amaze me. And this video is no different. You see, the PlayStation community is now comparing themselves to the Black experience. They are comparing themselves to those who came from Africa. They are basically singing the song, I'm a slave from a land so far. I was caught and I was brought here from Africa. I'm a slave from a land so far. And I was brought here from Africa. What is going on in the PlayStation community? For them to compare themselves to Africans, I have no idea. But I am guessing that it has something to do with Square Enix and Final Fantasy. So while these ponies are sighing and gnashing their teeth, we are seeing that Phil Spencer and the Xbox team has mended relations with Square Enix. And now we can all do just like Phil and do this.
Phil Spencer!
So today what we are going to talk about, we're going to talk about how Sony has finally appointed their CEOs. Yes, it's more than one. And we'll also talk about how, Square Enix has severed ties with Sony when it comes to, their special deal. We'll go a little in depth into it. And we'll see how the Sony community is reacting to this news. So get your blood pressure pills ready because the salt from the Sony community is so much. Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So before we start the video, if you like content like this, reporting on Xbox news, Nintendo news, and PlayStation Salt, please consider subscribing. Yes, I give you videos like this about 3 to 4 times a week. And of course, we have our podcast at the end of every week, just recapping what went on in gaming for that week. So yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get back to the video. First up, we want to remind all of you that in 7 days, you guys would be playing Hellblade 2. Now, Hellblade 2, one of the best looking games for the year, there's no debating that, would be out on May the 21st. Now, this game, if you choose to buy it, will cost only $50, or you can play it free day and date on Game Pass. So that is some exciting news there for the Xbox fans. In addition to that, we don't want to forget also that tomorrow, yes, May the 15th, it will have that major update for Starfield. You'll be able to play the game in 60 FPS and also 40 FPS on the Series X. So if it is you're into Starfield, if it is you love Starfield, there's a new mode. There are other little things that were improved. Yes, Starfield is getting a major update tomorrow, Wednesday the 15th, on the Series X. Now, while doing this video, the financial update for the PlayStation dropped not too long ago, for Sony dropped. And things are looking really bad for the PlayStation 5 because we are seeing declines year over year. But we are not going to report on that just yet. We will save that for another video. We are going to continue to talk about, however, the 2 CEOs that was recently appointed to the leadership position of Sony, which is Herman Holtz and Hideki Nishino. Yes, two of these guys replaced Jim Ryan. You see, Jim Ryan was basically bred to be the type of man he was. He was a line flying, crying Jim Ryan. So they need two men to replace Jimmy Boy. But I predict that there will be some contention in the PlayStation camp having these two so-called leaders. Because I'll tell you something, in any industry, in any business, having two heads would always lead to basically a knocking of the heads. So we would see how this develops, but I am predicting that there will be some confusion, there will be some contention with these so-called two leaders. Let's look at their functions as we listen to Game Informer.
Herman Hulst and Hideaki Nishino named dual PlayStation CEOs following Jim Ryan's departure. Sony has appointed Herman Hulst and Hideaki Nishino as dual CEOs of PlayStation, following Jim Ryan's departure from the company this spring. They will begin June 1st. Ryan announced he was leaving PlayStation last year, with Sony Group Corporation COO and CFO Hiroki Todoki stepping in as interim CEO following his departure in March. After that brief stint, PlayStation is tackling the CEO position with two figures, each with different focuses. Hulst has been appointed CEO of SIE's Studio Business Group while Nishino has been appointed CEO of SIE's Platform Business Group. Todoki, now through as interim CEO, will serve as a chairman of SIE in addition to returning to his role as COO and CFO of Sony Group Corporation. Both Nishino and Hulst will report to Todoki. Sony Interactive Entertainment is a dynamic and growing business that delivers incredible entertainment experiences through the connection of content and technology, Todoki writes in a press release. These two leaders will have clear responsibilities and will manage strategic direction to ensure the focus remains on deepening engagement with existing PlayStation users and expanding experiences to new audiences. Nishino was the senior vice president of PlayStation's Platform Experience Group, responsible for developing the experiences and technology with PlayStation products and services, including the PlayStation 5, PlayStation VR 2, and PlayStation Network. Sony says in his new CEO position, he will continue to be responsible for technology, products, services, and platform experiences. He will also oversee third-party publisher and developer relations and commercial operations, including sales and marketing of hardware, services, and peripherals, the press release reads. We will continue to connect players through world-class products, services, and technology, Nishino writes. We always strive to grow our community even bigger with innovation in every area at Sony Interactive Entertainment. I am honored to be appointed such an important role alongside Herman. By working more closely together, we will be positioned to build incredible experiences for an ever-expanding audience now and in the future.
So there you have it. Two heads, one pony body. Yes, they are the two new leaders of the PlayStation Nation. I wonder what new name we could have for Herman Holtz. I'm seeing Pee Wee Herman is going around there. Yeah, let's see what name we come up with. You guys can maybe give me some names in the comment sections below. But what is funny about this entire thing is how the gaming nation is responding to all of this. Daniel Ahmad tweeted, PlayStation now has two CEOs, one to announce the new game and the other to announce the remaster shortly after. But the funny part is that there are ponies out there who is writing love letters to the new CEOs. Yes, they are writing essays. Look at this. Mr. Pony says, Herman, you may or may not see this and it doesn't need a response. Please remember you have console fans. And we're the individuals you don't want to start pissing off. You guys are doing a banged up job delivering games, but I need your messaging to be clear. If there is a perk for PC, that perk needs to also be given to console players. You need to make it clear that you understand the needs of those individuals that put you into position. You guys have left a very sour taste in a lot of folks' mouth, which will have serious ramifications in the future. Please stop being tone deaf and please show your console players you understand and hear their concerns. This is not a love letter. These ponies are threatening Herman, Pee Wee Herman, and he just came in, man. But let me hear what you think about the two CEOs being, the head or the leadership there in Sony. Do you think it will yield great results, or do you think that there a crash is coming and it's coming soon? Next up, the final story of the day. The final story of the day, guys. You see, not too long ago, I remember PlayStation, the PlayStation Nation was, hyping up Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. They were hyping up Final Fantasy 16. They were hyping up all the Final Fantasies that were exclusive to their platform. Some was even going as far as saying Game of the Year, Game of the Year. So I was of the impression that, guess what? These guys are really buying a lot of Final Fantasies. I mean, Square Enix is making, tons of money off of the PlayStation community, off of the exclusive deal that they have there with Sony. But later on, we saw when the stats came out that every single Final Fantasy game that was released on the PlayStation platform saw a considerable decrease. So every year they release a Final Fantasy, they saw a decrease. And I predicted that here Square have to be seeing this, and of course these companies want money. They are basically losing money by not having, their games on every platform. Well, look at this report. According to The Verge, Square Enix plans to aggressively pursue multi-platform game releases. In the company's earnings release, the Final Fantasy publisher states it's looking to bring more games to Xbox and PC. Yes, so the exclusive deal that Square Enix had with Sony is no more. Of course, they would fulfill whatever deal they had in place prior, so they might get maybe one or two exclusive. But after that, we would be seeing more games coming on more platforms, no more exclusives. Do you know why that happens? It's because exactly what Jim Ryan said. The PlayStation community is not enough. The PlayStation community, all they do is talk, all they do is cap. They say that they buy games and they play games, but it's very clear that the numbers don't lie. What you guys say is not what you guys do, ponies. You see, your audio is not matching your visuals. It's too different, right? That is why we are seeing that because of having the game exclusive to PlayStation, not only did Square Enix have some massive losses, but also they had to lay off employees. And it's so funny that Microsoft would have laid off employees not too long ago, and it was a big deal. But I'm not hearing any sort of uproar, any sort of major articles talking about Square Enix laying off workers as a result of having an exclusive deal with Sony. Where are the articles? Where are the videos? You hypocrites. And let me be clear again. It's not that there isn't articles saying that Square Enix laid off workers. None of them is saying it is a result of the PlayStation deal. It is a result of PlayStation players. You understand? They have no problem to call out Xbox platform and have to call out Xbox players, but not PlayStation. That's clear. But let's see if we can have some fun with it. Let's look at how one Xbox dude basically got MBG to be very depressed with this news.
Goat Gaming, you're saying I'm so sad about Square, I can't do this anymore. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, exclusivity benefits a platform, right? And those platforms can, like I said, they can start to offer up some of their money in the name of exclusivity, where it benefits them and potentially the game and the publisher. But I think Square, among other publishers, ironically enough, maybe Xbox being one of them. It's like you just gotta, these companies just have to do what's best for the business, and that goes without saying. They're going to do that.
Let's laugh at these ponies for running one of their biggest third-party exclusive partners.
Laughing in rhythm. Laughing in rhythm.
But guys, I'm not done yet, because you all remember the intro when I said that the PlayStation community is, likening themselves to the, the struggles of the black man, the struggles of those who came from Africa. You remember that? Look at this tweet. This super pony tweeted, PlayStation 5 owners are now treated like black people in 1939 USA. We are now second-class gamers, and neither Sony or Squared care about us anymore. Just like black people had to give up their civil rights, we PlayStation gamers are having to forfeit our exclusives. You guys could believe this? It's a sickness! I told you guys that this community is sick. This guy is likening the removal of the exclusivity deal here with Final Fantasy and Square Enix to be like black people. Are you crazy? Are you smoking Johnny Walker? What is wrong with these guys, man? I can't believe it. So this is it, guys. This is what is happening in the gaming streets these days. Every day, the PlayStation community is getting sicker by the minute. But I am here to help them out, to help cure some of the ills and some of the sicknesses that is going on in the PlayStation community. So let me hear what you think about everything that was said. It could be about the games that we'll be playing soon on the Xbox. It could also be about the two CEOs, yes, the leadership position, Pee Wee Herman and also that other guy. Or it could be Final Fantasy saying enough. We had a deal with the devil and now we are paying for it. So now let's open this up to every platform, on the planet. Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.